I got that animal ambition. I got that animal ambition. I got that.
What's up, y'all? Smoak here. What's good? In this video, I'm gonna be watching He Needs to Be Stopped by WrestleLamia. Now, there was a thing a few days ago. Tony Khan, he was going on a, I'm not gonna say rant, he gave his opinion. Basically comparing his world title situation and WWE's world title situation. And I don't, I may see comments, but I really don't care about IWC. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. I don't know why Tony Khan should. I mean, he's a billionaire. What the he not only owns, the Jacksonville Jaguars, but he also owns if not the second largest wrestling promotion in North America. What are we doing? Why is he giving it 2 cents into this? Like, I don't, just do you, bro. You know what I mean? Rules and iron fist. Don't be buddy with everybody, I guess. Just focus on work. I know he's hella young. He's like 40 and stuff. Him and Vince McMahon obviously have a different upbringing. It just, I don't know. It just bothered me, bro. It really is. So let's check it out.
Tony Khan needs to be stopped. No, we're not talking about the AEW president's incredible obsession with signing talent. That's a video for another day. In this case, we're referring to Khan's latest social media meltdown, a situation that has some wrestling fans thinking Khan needs to step away from social media. It also has some fans laughing at how easily AEW's president seems to fly off the handle. While critics may be wrong, accusations that Khan is thin-skinned, immature, or irritable are hard to dismiss when you actually read Khan's comments. Add in the fact that he's the company's public face, and it's a situation full of potential peril. Tony Khan is obviously proud of his product. Who wouldn't be? That's their baby at the end of the day. While AEW has stumbled over the last year or so, there are still plenty of good things going for the company. However, Khan seems to be like a helicopter parent who can't separate himself from his pride and joy, inadvertently embarrassing himself and the product. So join us now on why he needs to be stopped. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, wrestlelamia.com. Firstly, let's look at his tirade. In case you missed it, Tony Khan took offense when fans questioned the decision to book FTW champion Hook against AEW World Champion Samoa Joe. Now, maybe for some, Hook doesn't deserve the match, at least compared to the bigger names in AEW. However, Khan defended the decision, noting Hook's AEW record, a double standard. Hook, 28-1 career record, on winning streak, calls out the champ, illogical challenge sparks online outrage. Jinder has literally lost every single match he's in for the past year, immediately gets title shot. Where's the rage? Wrestling Inc.'s Raj Giri noted that there is history between Seth Rollins and Jinder. These guys do have history. Seth Rollins defeated Jinder Mahal in the tournament finals to become the first NXT champion. Well, that might have been enough, but Khan seems to lose it when the USA Network took a jab at Tony's past practice of pointing out how highly rated AEW's matches are rated at cagematch.net. As USA Network tweeted, "What was the cage match rating?" This seemed to set Khan off, and he didn't hold back, attacking the WWE's decision to give Jinder Mahal a World Heavyweight Championship match against Seth Rollins. Khan tweeted, "A moral victory for USA is one win more than their world title challenger Jinder Mahal has in the past 364 days, because it's literally been a full year since he won a match. You really put AEW in our place getting Jinder Mahal in a big match on your TV show. Do it more often." Now, while there may be some merit to the idea that Jinder really doesn't deserve a title match, as let's be fair, Jinder literally does have one win over in the last year at the New Year's Evil 2023 NXT show against Julius Creed, but Khan's comments rubbed many people the wrong way. For some readers, it was a needless attack on wrestler Jinder Mahal. For others, it was incredibly immature. Even if Khan's initial comment was warranted, his decision to wage an unrelenting campaign against anyone and everyone who disagreed with him seemed kind of unnecessary. Ultimately, it served no other purpose than to give his critics ammunition that he's possibly thin-skinned and or overstressed running AEW. One thing just led to another. As often happens with social media comments, Khan's remarks led to a huge amount of responses, and before long it seemed as if everyone was weighing in on Khan's tweets. Even worse, Khan seemed to respond to everyone, aggravating the situation. Tony's comments resulted in numerous replies from fans, but also comments and criticisms from wrestlers and wrestling personalities, including Rhea Ripley, Dax Harwood, Bubba Ray Dudley, Eric Bischoff, and the Wrestling Observer newsletter's Dave Meltzer. While it's natural for people to reply to someone's comments on social media, subsequent replies usually end up adding fuel to the proverbial fire, which is why the term flame war was created to describe threads that went from a simple comment into the digital version of World War III. Some of the comments were just downright brutal in the tweet. Ex-user Jesse said, "You'll never be good enough to compare yourself to Jinder Mahal, Tony." Another Jason at 23 Lake said, "Jinder Mahal outdraws your whole roster." Another diverted it to the main problem in AEW. As the Boulder wrote, "Focus on your own show, I beg," posting a picture of fan sign of "Book the women's division better." Yet Tony Khan wasn't holding back. Even when Eric Bischoff replied with a tweet with a clown emoji, Tony Khan hit back with a picture of "Get out of my sight, you miserable has-been." This is even after Tony had booked Eric Bischoff to appear on his own show. It's even been reported that AEW wrestlers themselves have been embarrassed by Tony Khan's comments. Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer Radio revealed,
"Yeah, I got a lot of tweets. Yes, it was the exact same thing as last time. Got a lot of tweets from people in AEW. They were like, why is he doing this on Twitter? This is embarrassing." That's what they said. They said it last time too. I'm sure he's aware of it. But, he sees this as, look at all the engagement I get for these tweets, and then I can tweet out some matches and some promotion for Wednesday and, to help boost the rating.
So, does Tony Khan need to back off? Eric Bischoff has suggested that Tony Khan needs to distance himself from AEW in terms of serving it as its spokesperson.
Yeah.
Based on what we've seen of Khan at AEW's
facts,
post-show media scrums, it may not be a bad idea. Bischoff's Strictly Business podcast co-host John Alba, who is an Emmy Award-winning journalist, recently pointed out how Khan blundered his way through the World's End post-show media scrum to address Nick Hausman's insinuations that Chris Jericho had skeletons in his closet. As far as Alba was concerned, Khan should have addressed the issue at the beginning of the scrum with a statement and moved forward. Instead, Khan repeatedly addressed the issue. Everyone knows someone who is thin-skinned and is easily offended. Sometimes it makes for some laughs, but it can also lead to trouble as the person in question wears out their welcome. However, when a public figure is thin-skinned, the consequences are magnified. Whether it's a politician, musician, athlete, or business owner flying off the handle on social media, it can backfire in a huge way. While an individual's supporters might enjoy seeing them insult someone they feel deserves it, it generally makes for bad optics, especially when the individual in question doesn't stop. Sometimes an individual's broadsides can even turn off supporters, turning them into opponents. Tony Khan should have known better. On one hand, he seems to understand the importance of social media. He uses it to update fans on AEW news, including signings, upcoming shows, and company successes. However, it's problematic when he defends the company on social media. This is definitely not the first time that Tony has taken to social media to air out his grievances. In October of last year, Tony Khan tweeted, "Not that I should be surprised, but the same WWE avatar accounts that spam me every day, no matter what I say or what it's about, now turning the wrath to my mom recovering from a near-death experience is why I straight hate these people to the bottom of my heart with all my soul." Whilst the illnesses involving Tony Khan's mother should never be used as ammunition against Tony Khan himself, trolls will always be trolls, and they'll always be around.
Exactly.
Tony Khan is just fueling them. And finally, why social media isn't the right platform. Khan is AEW president, but social media isn't the place for him to take a stand. First, there's only so much that can be said on social media. Second, it's too easy to get mired in a back and forth with people who disagree with you. Third, Tony Khan seems like the kind of person who doesn't always take time to think over his social media posts, letting anger get the better of him. For some individuals, it's better to address concerns with the media. Sometimes a statement can be issued to address a concern or make an important announcement. Interviews can also give someone a chance to discuss matters, controversial or not, in a closed environment. Anyone with a modicum of media savviness knows who they can count on for a friendly interview and who might ask hard questions. They will also know how to let an interviewer know what questions are on and off the table. As mentioned, Tony Khan may not be the right person to address AEW matters, especially controversial ones. For whatever reason, Khan doesn't seem capable of handling live discussions or social media. He should consider a spokesperson for the company so he can focus on running the business, the most important aspect of being a boss. Khan can
Facts.
continue making announcements on social media, but he shouldn't be jumping into the proverbial weeds and defending AEW against online trolls or just fair online criticism. Do you think Tony Khan has a problem using social media? Do you think he needs to be stopped? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next.
Yeah, like, he's a mark, you know what I mean? Like, he's a mark with money, He's a mark that started his own wrestling promotion. Who else can say that? Nobody. You know what I mean? Shit, we broke. He's up. Like, the hell? Doesn't matter if he did get inheritance or he worked his way up to be a billionaire. That's just the bottom line. He's doing something that we wish we can do. I wish I got my own wrestling business. No cap. I'm not gonna reach my AEW standard as quickly as Tony Khan did. But, to start a wrestling promotion, you probably need like at least $100,000, bro. Shit, probably $200,000. The rig setup, you gotta pay guys, man. Like, even if it's so little, you still gotta pay guys. You wanna get as much talent as you can for such a small wrestling company that you are trying to start. He can't show his frustration online. Like WrestleLamia said, it's online trolls everywhere. They're gonna say a whole bunch of BS. There's gonna be guys that come to defense, but more so or not, there's gonna be negative comments up the ass. He can't do that, bro. He can't state his opinion like that, bro. Vince McMahon is a much older individual. He's like 30 years older than Tony Khan, so obviously a different mindset. Regardless of age, you can't, you just can't do that, bro. Troll is gonna troll, and that's the bottom line. Like, I understand his frustration, You establish your wrestlers by wrestling, and then you're gonna cut a promo like afterwards, whether it's a backstage interview or you're gonna just cut a promo in the ring talking about you don't fear nobody or whatever the case may be. You gotta tell a story. You have to do it in an entertaining way. That's the bottom line. Yeah, you could, get your guys going by cutting promos, but the other way around, either way is fine. As long as the dude got it, bro. Like the whole nine. Yeah, like Tony makes sense. Like Tony logic makes sense. There's guys, man. I don't know. They just say dumb stuff. Jonathan Coachman, bro, he says something on the line. I'm not gonna remember it word by word. I'm not gonna go back to his tweet because I really don't care about him. He said something like, in sports entertainment, I could have been world champion. It's just the storyline doesn't suit me. Blah 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 blah. Basically, he's indicating, sports entertainment storytelling. And if you end up being world champion, so be it. And that he could have been world champion. Just the story didn't came my way. Yeah, because you're not being portrayed as a wrestler. That's why. You know what I mean? And this whole thing is, they could have. And the fans things are, well, you didn't. Because you're not trained in that way. Nor do they want you be in that situation. That's why you did what you did. By Vince or whoever. Now, like, yeah, we know world title is a prop. We ain't stupid. We know pro wrestling is a show. When you watch like any TV show or movies, there's steps to climb, but I can reach the pinnacle of the story arc, and then it goes whatever from there. In wrestling, obviously you have to gain wins. Yes, it's not a real sport, but they're portraying a sport. You don't gain a title opportunity by losing. That's the bottom line. We're not idiots. We know it's not a real sport. It's a TV show portraying wrestling. Like, come on, bro. Yes, we know the world title is a prop. Any championship in the business is a prop, but it's a storytelling device nevertheless. So if you gain that mid-card or that world title, you are labeled as the best guy in the company via storyline. Come on, bro. The story continues. The story never stops from nobody. We know it's not real. And Tony Khan is what he's saying is that the story don't add up. But that's not even his business. Like, he should have even talking the matter. If he should have known by doing that it's gonna spark this big thing. And now, from the outside looking in, Jinder Mahal is going to be, I don't want to say the favorite, but I won't be surprised on Raw that they will give him a big cheer on his way to the ring and during the match. I won't be surprised because of the competition. It's similar to back in the day when Tony Schiavone said on commentary during the show, because back then Raw wasn't live, that Mick Foley won the WWE Championship. Who want to see that? Latino, boom. Whole bunch of people. I think it was like in the millions or whatever it was, right? Tune out of WCW to go watch Raw and watch Mick Foley do the unthinkable. Like, come on, you can't play in their hands, bro. That's just stupid. Nah, I mean, like, yeah, he's young in the business, but I mean, come on. We know it's a TV show, but it's a TV show worth watching by us fans. Period. You can't just bring up, oh, I was just an executive and I could have been world champion. You did it because the storyline don't fit at all. Vince McMahon did it once upon a time, but it's his company, so he's like, why the f not? Yeah, Tony Khan just gotta be careful, hire a spokesperson, whatever. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace, I'm out.